Hello everyone, welcome to Highly Intelligent. I'm Jared.
I'm Solstice.
I'm Gabe.
I'm Asia.
I'm Zach.
And today we're talking about space, time, and infinity. This is a very wanted episode. We've put it off for a long time, but here it is.
Marco.
Polo.
Yeah,
Me first?
yeah, go ahead.
What are we talking about?
How would
today?
you like to start off talking about space and time?
I feel like we should present a question
Oh, yeah,
instead
yeah.
of just like what are
Okay,
your thoughts on it?
Yeah, so explain to me.
No. Tell her
Oh, yeah.
what you told me today. Tell her what you told me about the reverse.
Oh, yeah.
parallel universe.
So scientists think they've discovered a parallel universe, right? So this parallel universe, time runs backwards. And it's kind of weird to think about, but they think that it started at a certain event and ended at a certain event, and those events are going to meet in the middle, but we don't know when that is. It could have even already happened. But yeah.
Everything happens in reverse?
Yeah, it's like
Time?
time it runs backwards.
How do you define it as going in reverse, though?
Yeah.
What is
because
time?
If you're in a
So-
if you're in
that
the
universe,
parallel
it's not reverse.
if you're in the parallel universe, from your perspective, everything's normal.
Yeah.
Everything is always in the
Normal.
present when
Well-
you're experiencing it. So how can you differentiate from the present, past,
But-
and the future? When time is running in reverse. How
Yeah.
can you Sorry.
No, it's okay. It's okay.
So for those listening, we have a object that we're passing around for a microphone temporarily.
That
So
you
that
don't-
No, it's not a microphone.
It's a
just
talking stick.
No,
It
yeah,
might
it's
as
a
well be a
talking
microphone,
stick.
though. Yeah.
Talking stick, yeah. Okay, go ahead, Zach.
Oh.
Oh, why don't we just go
I forgot
for
what I
it?
was saying.
Let's
Yeah,
just
we
go
should
for
just
it.
Yeah,
go.
let's just go for it. All right.
Um.
So,
Wait.
How-
Can we backtrack to what Asia and Owen said? Because that's where my thought was. Never mind.
so parallel universes, right? They're constantly being created, like an infinite amount every second, and it's a very large number of universes. And it's just infinitely ever expanding. So like, but they have different laws of physics and
Is it
such.
just dimensions?
Yeah, it's many different. Well, the dimensions.
I don't like the way people use the word dimensions lately because they use it as like it's like a door to another realm.
Perspective
Yeah.
that you can't see.
Yeah, but that's not really a dimension. A dimension is like a definition.
Yeah, like we're in the third dimension.
Because we like are only able
The
to
way we perceive
conceive
stuff.
1, 2, 3, like
Yeah, we.
yeah, like have you ever done research on like the fourth dimension and the tesseract
Yeah.
or whatever?
Yes,
It's like a
yes.
cube in a cube type.
And
Like-
they think that they know that one exists.
Yeah.
And they know that there's a second dimension, but maybe not a first dimension.
I think, I like dimensions. I think that's where like ghosts come from and stuff. Like
No,
alternate
realm.
dimensions.
That's like a
But-
realm.
Okay,
Or
but like, what's the difference
or a
between a realm
parallel
and a
universe.
dimension? What's the difference between a realm and a dimension? If they're both like a
Well,
defined
a
place
realm
in space.
is like a parallel plane to like our reality, whereas
Oh,
yes.
dimension is
Yes.
what they were talking
Exactly.
about, like,
Like a
1, 2,
perspective.
3, 4
like a
dimensions.
perspective that we can't see.
Even
So
when
maybe
Yeah, so like
consider-
the spirit realm is like people believe that there are ghosts walking all around us.
yeah.
Like they
Right.
stay on Earth
Yeah,
with us.
that's
That
what I
would be
think.
like the spirit realm, which is like the same as ours, but since we can't see them, it's like parallel.
True.
Like
But you can consider, like, think about how, like, numbers work and number lines work. Think of maybe we are number lines. Okay, so imagine, like, vertical lines on a number line, like, an x-axis. My bad.
that would be horizontal.
We're in, like, 1, 2, 3. The lines are vertical,
Oh,
but
you
the
mean-
axis
okay,
is
okay.
horizontal. Yeah. So we're in the first 3. What if there's, like, alongside us, but obviously we can't really interact with them, is, like, the spirit realm. Maybe they're just 7, 8, 9.
right.
To them, they live in 3D, but they're not the same 3 dimensions as us.
Yeah, like I think
Yeah.
like the reason that we can't see them is because they see like fourth dimension, and if they are in
Right,
the fourth
they're
dimension,
just-
then we can't see them because we can't perceive them.
Right.
And like I like when I was talking to my mom about it, it was like there are animals that we know and we've studied that can see a gazillion other colors that we can't even perceive, but they're there. We just can't see them.
yeah,
That's why I think like the spirit realm / the spirit dimension makes sense, because what if they're there, we just can't see them, but they can interact with us every now and then. That's why they like break through, and there's like evidence and stuff. It's
Right.
like them like breaking the barrier between dimensions.
Right. It's just not that common.
It's just not common.
Or is that just the tools that the species is given to see the world the way that it is? Like it's never really like.
Oh, so that's all it has.
Like
Yeah.
you know how like. You've been told sometimes by art teachers that color is just like perception, and some people are colorblind, so like you can't really like.
Right, but
You'll
color
never
is
see
like
the
color is
true-
just energy.
Pure, yeah, I know, but like.
No, but like, yeah, I'm adding to that.
Yeah.
It's not. It can never. There's no way it can ever be limited to like.
Because some cats can like pick
Right.
up certain.
And also, like, the way we've been raised to think of, like, colors are very specific.
Yeah,
They're so
yeah.
specific. Like, red, yellow, fucking
Yeah,
blue.
they give us like
The range
the
of
most
blues,
basic
even in, like,
art
this...
education, and
Yeah.
then like people who don't pursue an art education don't.
They
know
never
any
know
better.
any better, yeah.
It even like with our perception of reality, like, is what we see what's really going on? Like,
But, like, what does it matter? Like, what's the significance of not knowing if it's really what's going on?
It's
Well,
just-
if
so that falls
it-
back to like the Matrix theory.
yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah, if this is like a simulation, I would do whatever the hell I wanted because there
Yeah.
would be no real consequences. If this weren't real, which I'm not saying it is, because sometimes I think this isn't real, right?
Yeah.
Because sometimes it just feels fucking weird.
Right.
And
Yeah.
like, what was I getting at? So like, because this isn't real, or like if this weren't reality, I would do whatever the hell I wanted because there aren't any repercussions for my actions.
So
Like
why
in the
don't-
long
I
run,
don't wanna,
in
like,
the long
disprove
run, there
you.
aren't any
Yeah,
consequences.
I want to, like, counteract that with a question and ask, like, what gives this meaning as opposed to a simulation? Like, if you lived in a simulation your whole
It
life...
just depends on what you
it
believe.
would be your
See-
meaning.
see-
Like, your life would have meaning because you think it's real.
Yeah, if you think you are meaningful, like you like have a good contribution to society and the world,
Mhm.
then like cheers for you. But some people feel insignificant, and that's fine
Like
as
if you
well.
feel like a divine spirit versus if you feel like a just primate.
Right.
Exactly.
See, what if that's just like a connection with like consciousness? Because like you're talking about like, I totally lost it for a second. Repeat what you just said. Like you're.
I was talking about how like this could be reality. But
Okay, no, yeah, I remember. So you said like if this was fake, you would do whatever the fuck you wanted.
Yeah.
And like you would just do whatever, right?
Yeah.
What connects the dots for you that this isn't fake? Like why don't you do whatever
That's
you
what I
want?
was trying to say. Yeah.
Well, like
Because like you have to have like the reason that you don't do that is because you have a level of like consciousness or unconsciousness.
Well,
that's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
this is what's going on. You know. So like, what grounds you?
I don't know.
What is the
I
the
think,
human
like,
trait that makes us think that this is real?
the
Or not trait,
physicality,
the
of
physicality
everything.
of it.
Yeah.
Like
Your
that's
senses.
yeah.
yeah,
senses.
senses. Being able
Like
to
because I
perceive
can't
things.
observe it and like
being aware of
the
it.
fact that it's so like tangible, it helps me. That's the thing about faith is that it's not a tangible thing. So that's why people have such a hard time with it. But like
Some people claim that
faith
it is
like
tangible too. Like they've really
Well,
Yeah,
that,
to
like,
them,
that's
to
a
them.
strong
yeah.
belief.
Yeah,
To them,
exactly.
it's very influential.
Exactly, right.
Influential.
Influential.
But that's all perspective.
Right.
Yeah.
Like
That's all what you're taught.
And I think that
Mm-hmm.
like I had a good conversation with Corey over from Candor, and we
Right.
talked about religion, and like me and him, it was weird to come to an understanding like as so like I'm agnostic and he's Christian, like a former Christian, I think. Correct me if I'm wrong.
can we just define agnostic for a moment for our listeners?
Define it. Oh, so agnostic is like you believe that there's something, but it's not limited to gods. Atheist would be if you believe that there is nothing, there is no such thing as a God, and
There's no,
you
like,
believe
higher power.
Yeah, there's no higher power. Agnostic is like you think there's something because some things don't make sense, but like otherwise you don't think it's a God.
Yeah.
The way that we're taught mostly traditionally. But we had a good discussion about like what religion is and like what faith is, and I think that's a big thing that a lot of people don't respect is like it doesn't matter what you believe because me and you on no level of humanity have to agree on what happens when we die.
You're just gonna suffer the same fate anyway.
Well, you don't know that because it's all based on how you believe. Because like,
Yeah,
what if like
right.
your unconsciousness or like your I don't want to say Holy Spirit because that's a religious thing, but like what if you're like you're just your spirit, you know? Like what if that continues on, but like it only continues on in the way that you perceived it would happen when you were in the physical world? Because of those neuros that you
So
made.
you're saying whatever you believe in the physical
Is
You're
what
world
will happen.
You're going to
Manifests.
believe-
Manifest into your
manifest
spirit
into-
world.
Yeah, so like
That's what I
See,
believe.
I think that would be a lot like
I think if you have a faith that's so strong, you're gonna let go and you're gonna accept death as like whatever you believe is taking you.
yeah.
You're going
That's
to
why,
be
like,
this
so,
is
like-
what it
So
is.
within
So,
your
like,
last like
you
15
can't
seconds
break
of
that ego.
consciousness,
You
you'll
can't break
envision
that, yeah.
that you're like headed that
You're like,
way.
But there are a
this is
lot
it.
of
This is
people
what I
who are
worked for.
faithless.
Right, exactly.
And they spend their last minutes on their deathbed like questioning like where
Yeah.
they're going.
Right.
Like isn't that sad?
That is really
Yeah.
sad, but like that's a
You
level
don't need
of,
something to believe in, but like
But when
it
you don't have something
helps
to
sometimes.
believe,
It
when
helps.
you
That's-
don't have
that's
something
when you
to
don't know where
believe
to
in and you're
go.
on your deathbed, you're just sitting there thinking like, what is about to happen?
that's
Yeah.
why
Right.
that's why I started respecting religion
And like
faith.
dying
scary.
sucks too. I'm sure.
Does it?
So
I
like,
don't know personally, obviously, but
let's shift this over to like infinity and how our brains
dude,
are too
That's such
small.
a different topic.
yeah. No,
To
it's
comprehend it.
I guess
because
it's
we were
similar.
talking about how like the universe is ever expanding
True,
and like
true.
but scientists have a theory that it's going to reach a certain point, and what Jared and I were talking about is that like so when he was talking about the two parallel universes, like ours and the one that's moving backwards, like opposite from ours,
So like,
We-
do you think that once it gets to a certain point, it's just gonna like implode really fast and then have another
Restart.
big bang?
But why
Yeah.
would it? What would cause it to do that?
what caused the Big Bang?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Don't know.
Compression.
I'm
So
so
it's
it's
just-
just on the basis of like the laws of
But like
physics and shit.
expansion,
Yeah.
like
at that size.
is there a limit? We really don't know if there's
We-
a limit
yeah.
because
probably
we haven't
only
reached
know,
it yet.
like,
but there
a-
might be a limit, and when we reach that limit, it bounces back, right?
Right. That's
And
crazy
then
to think
I-
about.
ideally,
To think about because
hypothetically,
like
it bounces
forces,
back.
right,
Because
but, like-
the process of what began life of like living organisms on Earth was such a luck case scenario. Like
Yeah.
it was
Was it
insanely
because
lucky.
like they're finding life?
They are just now, but like the
outside.
way that it like it's rare, because like
I
the-
think
or at
Earth,
least
Earth
no,
is a pretty
because
rare
you
at
type
can't
of
least,
see-
planet.
sorry.
at least the way that we perceive it, I feel like it's a rare occurrence to
We're
have
never
gonna
living
see
organisms
everything.
define the way we have them.
Right.
We can only calculate so far. We can only calculate like as far as you know how you can see like the multiverse. Like there's like
Yeah.
photos. It's like some kind of image like depiction of what it is.
Mhm.
You're never going to be able to grasp what's beyond that ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Because
yeah.
that's the like
That's the idea
that's-
of infinity, and like
because like you
We
can't
aren't made
like
to perceive
right
that.
exactly. And,
The
like,
thing that like blows my mind is the stuff that keeps us together and like the laws that really define like how ourselves, because ourselves have gravity, like everything has to stick together. So like that law of physics like could not even exist, you know, a certain amount of light years away from where we are now.
Yeah.
Like what if if the laws of physics are different, then we have no fucking idea what's going on. Like
Yeah.
we're never gonna be able to measure that shit. Like
And we can,
how do we know it's
and we
the
can't,
same?
We can only
everywhere?
expand to a certain degree because humans can only understand a certain amount of information, and
You
like
can only do so much in your
with
life.
that information that
Yeah.
we have, especially like
Right.
we can't go to a different planet and start naming things the same way that we name things or discover things down here.
Because then you
Yeah.
have to
It's a-
teach.
it's a
You have
whole
to
new
teach
law.
in school like
There's
that shit.
there's new fundamental principles on that planet that just aren't human made, and you can't dictate what those are and how we perceive them.
yeah.
but I don't think we would. Do
You'd have to
that
create
because
like
that
new
would be
history,
like,
bro.
You'd
It'd be
have
like
to.
writing new
That
history.
would be like
You have to.
imperialism.
It's your
I'm sorry,
responsibility as a human to write history.
And
What do
to
you
s-
mean though?
Like
So
to write
what
a
I-
textbook about it.
Like
Yeah, but
I
like-
mentioned earlier, like living organisms, how like that's a rare thing to happen. Like just in space.
Yeah, but you can't
But, like-
you
but, like,
can't say
hear me
that
out.
because you don't have anything to compare it to. This
Exactly,
is
that's
the
what I'm
only
saying. That's what I'm
universe you
saying.
know.
Like
It's
we,
like,
our
is it rare
definition,
or does
our
it
definition
happen?
of living organisms is rare, but that does not mean that our definition is the only definition. We just can't perceive every
Yeah.
definition.
Exactly.
Right.
It's kind of hard to grasp, but
Like
It makes
to
sense.
you, a rock is not a living organism,
Right.
but
Yeah.
on some other planet, that could be a living organism.
So the moon could be alive.
because there's a
by
certain
some definition.
Like energy.
well, our
versus
definition
light.
of light.
But like dimensional realms.
It's hard
too.
to grasp because why would we as humans use another definition?
And if there's-
why would we be like rocks are alive?
And if
Therefore,
the-
we think Mars is
Sorry.
a
Well, I mean, you
bio
can believe, like-
planet.
yeah.
But like the multiverse, like that's about every possible outcome. What if there's a multiverse of trees being alive? Like, well, they are alive, but I mean, like inanimate objects just walking around chilling, because that's a possible
Well, we're-
outcome.
Well, yeah, that's possible, but what?
Have you ever like had to ask those tunnel questions like where are you, and then you have to answer it and get bigger and bigger with your answer, like
Yeah.
No, I've
or get smaller and smaller
I've
with your
never.
answer.
Can we
So,
do
like,
that? That sounds sick.
So where are you?
Do I start big or small?
It's up to you.
Small.
Okay.
Fucking Nichols Park,
Where?
Spencer.
Where?
Oh shit, this is hard.
At the pavilion.
The pavilion.
No, you went smaller. Where's the pavilion?
True. The pavilion's in Nichols Park, in Spencer, in Tioga County, in the Southern Tier,
In the Finger
The
Lakes.
Finger Lakes, in New York, in the northeastern United States, in America,
North America.
North America. Fucking
Western Hemisphere.
Of
true.
The Earth.
Earth.
which?
Troposphere.
Uh,
We're in the troposphere.
no,
We're in the
because if you say Earth, it covers
It
everything
covers
on
all
Earth.
the-
So you
Well,
don't have
hold
to
on.
talk about
wait,
the
wait,
atmosphere.
wait, hold
Layers
up,
of
hold up,
rays are
hold
not
up.
Earth.
Hear me out. Earth, the planet, right? Atmosphere, above.
Well, okay,
Oh,
technically,
fuck.
but like,
I know the atmosphere
The
like covers
Earth,
that
like,
that
encompasses-
range, right? It has that range, but the atmosphere, like the definition, the line of the atmosphere, is above.
That's true.
Like as soon as it turns
It's
into
like
the
an orbit.
stratosphere,
It's like a ring.
yeah,
It's a ring around Jupiter.
yeah.
but I just
We can agree to disagree. It's fine.
I'm
Yeah,
not.
I
Like,
can
I'm
be
not
done there.
disagreeing
No,
with
yeah.
you. I just meant like
Right,
Never mind.
right. Yeah.
So like, if we're ever expanding, and anything can happen, how would we be able to cross to those other realms?
We wouldn't.
I don't know.
There's
We
no way to
would
know yet.
evolve or
Everything's
die out and a
built
new
by,
organism
like,
comes.
Different combinations of energy, and I
Well-
don't know. Maybe you could find the right combination with the right amount of energy, and you could
to,
do it.
And to consider like the way that humans evolved into what we are, if you believe in the evolutionary theory,
Mhm.
like who's to say that when we die out and we become extinct, another species doesn't evolve into a similar but more intelligent human species? Like what if cats who have a better like color perception than we do, or some animal like
Planet
that? I
of
don't know
the
if
Apes.
cats do.
I
Like,
don't
what
know.
if
I think it would just
Planet
be
of the Apes is totally
primates
probable.
again.
You know why?
But you
Gorillas
I just
use
watched a thing
sign
about-
language,
I just
and
watched a
they
thing
are
about-
really
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
smart and destructive creatures.
And they're fucking strong by nature.
they're doing-
They're bred
they're
as
doing
like
tests on them.
machines. I was watching this Joe Rogan clip this morning talking about apes
Hey.
and chimps.
actually.
Yeah, and he was like, "Yeah, like a silverback gorilla will show its like it'll want to like basically dominate you and like
Aren't they,
drive you
like,
out of its home."
endangered though. That's
No, I-
sad.
Yeah.
I think they're just rare because there's like one per group
You know what?
of gorillas.
Hold on, moment of silence for Harambe.
Harambe.
That was like 4 years ago.
Yeah, but he was a
Jeez.
silverback gorilla.
Was he?
Yeah.
I think it was just a regular gorilla.
No, silverback.
Oh, that's
That's
sad.
why
what's
it
a
was a
regular-
bigger thing, because he
what's
was
a
a
regular
controversial
gorilla?
species. He was
Right.
an extinct species. Not extinct, obviously.
like a black
But, yeah,
gorilla.
just rare.
Yeah.
Like I don't know what species. That
Anyway,
is.
He
It's
was
just a
silverback.
regular
Joe Rogan.
gorilla.
Yeah.
Chimps. He was talking about chimps.
That's true.
Because they're like early humans. The chimps are the closest thing to us. Not like gorillas, not monkeys, like literal chimps. Like
Yeah.
they're basically humans. And they are fucking nasty. Like, you ever go to the zoo and see like chimps swinging on shit and just like going so fast, grabbing shit and like wrecking stuff, and they scream, and they have big ass teeth. Like if they want to go do something, they will band together and do it. Like humans, bro.
Piranhas.
Scary.
Damn.
And they're strong as fuck.
They're just lame
Chimps
piranhas.
are built, bro. They're fucking stacked.
Yeah.
Kangaroos as well.
Imagine being able to just have enough
If we were,
strength
like-
to swing on these fucking trees, like no problem. Literally scale this wall, no problem, with just your hands. That's how strong a
Yeah.
fucking chimp is.
Yeah, but they're small.
If we were
But
like,
there's numbers.
They're like 5 foot, yeah.
But they're not 5 foot.
Mm,
Chimps are like a yard tall, if that.
dude, I think they're pretty tall.
Yeah.
They're like
can-
5 feet.
They can get like, yeah.
Like I can picture like
I don't
what you're
know
talking
about
like the
5
lanky
feet,
ass
but,
like
like-
orangutan looking
Huge.
man.
Orangutans are huge.
No,
Maybe like
okay,
a
not
middle
orang. No,
schooler
I'm
size.
talking like long arms but
Chimps.
short body type chimp. That's
Chimps
like
are
a swinger.
Small.
Apes, gorillas, different things.
They're all different
Yeah.
things. Chimps are tiny. They are not 5 foot tall at least.
Maybe I'm thinking
Well,
of
no,
apes.
there
then.
there are small chimps, but there are big chimps.
True, there's so many different species of chimp. Like there's 3 foot
There's
tall
humans.
humans and there's 8 foot tall humans. Like
Right.
same range applies to chimps, just maybe a lesser range.
They're typically
Yeah, but 8
on
foot humans
average-
are rare.
Typically on average.
7
So
foot
maybe
humans
a
are
5 foot
Yeah.
chimp is rare, but it exists.
I'm
I don't know.
sure. I'm pretty sure gorillas get big. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, gorillas
get
are fucking
big.
huge.
Gorillas-
Yeah, they're
That was
massive.
weird.
Bro. Yeah, those
Like
are.
10 feet, right?
No.
That's
No.
a 10-foot
Scooby
gorilla.
Doo looking ass. That's like an abominable ass snowman, dude.
Yeah. Dude, do you believe in Bigfoot? Do y'all believe in Bigfoot? I believe in
I think it
Bigfoot.
matters.
I don't know where I stand, dude. Bigfoot's just funny as fuck.
Yeah? What about aliens?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Aliens are definitely watching us.
Okay, yeah, because
Oh,
aliens are
aliens.
defined as anything like
Foreign.
unfamiliar to us.
Anything
So yeah,
foreign.
absolutely. There's
Yeah.
no contest.
Do you think that
Well,
there's
like
a higher
foreign
species
life
watching
No.
us?
specifically.
Like the undiscovered like creatures in the deep sea, they're aliens.
Those are technically
No,
aliens.
because they're on
by
our
definition.
planet.
Nope. It's just.
But we don't
anything
They're
know
foreign.
on
them.
our planet.
It's anything foreign. That's why you say illegal aliens.
Right. That's what I was thinking. The same
It's just
example.
anything foreign from where you're from.
Yeah, but it's not foreign
You're talking
from where we're
planetary
from,
because he
it's-
just said alien. He didn't say
Okay,
space
then-
alien.
a giraffe is alien to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, alien is an adjective.
Yeah,
too.
but
That's
like,
a
No, no,
giraffe
no.
is alien.
Well, I
to
just
me
mean
as
like he
They're
didn't
not-
say like.
they're on our planet. So they're
But
not.
didn't you just say earlier that like aliens, well not aliens specifically, but like there is living organisms out there, and that it wasn't rare to just Earth?
Yeah.
Those living organisms are alien.
Yes.
Right.
What's your point?
You said,
About
Well,
what?
Wait,
So-
what did you say to?
I said the creatures in the deep sea that we haven't discovered yet aren't aliens.
Oh, but they are because he never.
No,
he
because
never,
they're on our planet.
no, but aliens is not a planetary term. It's not limited to planet.
When he asked,
He
"Do you
didn't ask if it
guys
was, like,
believe
in
in
a planet."
aliens?" I think he was implying like aliens outside
Yes,
of our
like
planet.
But
a
that wasn't
higher
clarified,
being
so we're good.
watching us.
Oh,
Oh,
what?
watching.
That is
Wait,
not
that's
the
not an
definition of
alien,
that
bro.
That's
we
a god.
Aliens are not watching us. Like they might be, but
No.
they don't
Like,
control
observing
You see
us.
that meme that says they like?
Oh,
when
do you
aliens go
mean
by
like
Earth, they walk
simulation
people over.
controllers?
No,
quote
like-
unquote.
No, like aliens, UFOs, watching us,
I don't
and,
think
like,
I don't think
influ-
UFOs are
influencing our development.
How could
That's
they do that?
sort of a crackhead theory. I'm
How
not
could they
gonna
do
lie,
that?
dude.
Like,
no, there's no way because we have satellites up there, and
no,
we have
back
rockets
in, like,
that go up
ancient
there.
times.
I
and
think
shit.
the government is watching us with
Well,
UFOs.
okay, if you mean back in ancient times and shit, phrase the question like this: do you guys believe that there were aliens back in ancient times and shit?
Yeah.
and they were watching us
Above
in ancient times
our-
and shit.
Outside of our planet, influencing us.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you believe there are aliens outside of our planet influencing us in ancient times?
Yes.
I don't know because
Enhancing our development
like,
as humans.
I don't think it was.
they're
aliens.
just discovering like tiny life on other planets, and unless they came from a different galaxy or
Which-
like universe,
But here's the thing, though.
Which
is a far
if
jump.
there's if there's a gazillion universes out there, the multiverse theory is true.
right? So
Then
like, if they could,
the technology
maybe,
is there, and they would be using it.
why would they help us?
They don't not.
Why would they do it? No,
it's-
why would they
it's an investment.
explore Like what?
If you let
Are
humans
they
do the
gonna
work for you,
reap
and
our
if you do-
bodies and like use
Yeah.
us as an army?
if
Honestly,
they
if they have the
Why
ability
would
to
they?
do that, they
Why
might.
would they? There are definitely
They're just
way more
dwelling on some
developed
some
creatures.
other
What
planet.
if as soon
there.
as our population hits like
What
8
if we're just a
billion,
test?
We're not
the
that-
aliens
What
just
if we're
go
a
time to
test?
go, flip the switch, and when we're like a fucking
But what if we're a test though? Like,
Huh.
what if they wanted to, like, okay, so, like, if you are feeding chickens, if you're farming chickens, you're going to feed them the best fucking food so that when you slaughter them, they're going to be nice and tasty,
Yeah.
right? What if aliens wanted to help us enhance our development and flourish as a species so that at a later date they can harvest us?
so they fed us some
For-
fucking water
to eat us?
Maybe not
we're-
to eat us, but to, like,
Dude,
use our
we're
energy or
Americans,
something.
brother. We ain't going
It's
down
like,
without a fight.
it's like artificial intelligence.
Florida
The more-
man.
the more units
No,
you
that's
have,
like
no, the more units you have, the more the better
It
better
sounds more
process.
it sounds
the,
more science fiction to believe that there's like a alien process of picking and choosing
Farming
like the most
planets.
developed like humans to like I get it, but I think that's more of like a
what if?
Well,
Yeah.
this is a
I hate
science
that I'm
fiction
I hate that
podcast.
I'm like picturing a green bald-headed
Because
creature.
that's-
I want a more like cool
Yeah.
and
have you ever seen
probably
the
more
Host?
accurate
Have you ever seen
definition.
The Host?
I don't think so.
So the Host has like these aliens obviously that are in these human host bodies, and they like you can see them through like glowing eyes. And they're, like,
Yes,
they're handheld,
actually, my
like-
boss was telling me about that movie the other day, and he
And-
like showed me a clip of it. It was super fucking weird.
It's just like one person's like like you know
Yeah.
creation
Yeah.
of like an alien looking species, like something that's alive.
Yeah. And then there's like Alien versus Predator. Those are two different definitions as well.
What do you mean?
Are we talking about
The
predators
movies.
right now?
Yeah.
Let's not. I'm
Yeah.
not. I don't know those movies. So.
Yeah. Well, I think this has been a good
Sick.
edition of Highly Intelligent. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Jared,
Solstice.
Gabriel.
Joe.
Zach.
and this has been Highly Intelligent. Space and time, I think it kind of.
All right.
And infinity.
No,
It
not
cannonballed.
really.
And dimensional travel.
Really, just the universe.
Space-
Space time infinity.
Space, time, and dimensional travel. And
Wow.
Alright, perfect.
Nope, it's still recording.
What
buddy.
incarnation?